Jacob returns to Canaan. Eventually Jacob and Rachel had a son who was named Joseph. Jacob told Laban that he wanted to return to his homeland of Canaan. Laban knew Jacob had done a great job looking after his sheep and cattle and did not want to lose him. "Name your wages, and I will pay them," he replied. Jacob replied, "I will stay and work for you if you let me go through your flocks and remove all the speckled or spotted sheep and goats, plus every dark-colored lamb. They will be my wages." Laban agreed. Jacob found that by peeling the bark of poplar, almond and plane trees and putting the peeled branches in front of the feeding troughs where the flocks drank, when they mated, they bore young who were streaked, spotted, or specked and therefore became his. He made separate flocks for himself, and these became larger and stronger than those that belonged to Laban. In this way Jacob became very rich and had many servants. Laban's sons protested that Laban's flocks were not doing as well as Jacob's flocks. Jacob soon noticed that Laban's attitude towards him was not what it had been. Then the Lord said to Jacob, "Go back to the land of your fathers and I will be with you." Rachel and Leah agreed to go to Canaan with Jacob. They got on their camels and took their herds with them. But they did not tell Laban they were leaving. Before they left, Rachel stole her father Laban's household gods. 3 days later Laban was told that Jacob had gone. He immediately set off in pursuit. Jacob had pitched his tent in the hill country of Gilead. After 7 days Laban caught up with Jacob. But in a dream, God warned Laban not to say anything good or bad to Jacob. "Why did you run off and deceive me?" Laban asked. "You didn't even let me kiss my grandchildren and my daughters goodbye. And why did you steal my gods?" Jacob replied that he had not said goodbye as he was afraid Laban would not let him go. Jacob did not know Rachel had stolen her father's gods and said, "If you find anyone who has stolen your gods they shall die." Laban began searching the tents and found nothing. Rachel had hidden the gods in her camel's saddlebag which was in her tent. She sat on the saddlebag refusing to get up as her father searched her tent. Laban did not find his gods. Jacob became angry. "Have you found the stolen gods? I have worked hard for you and treated you fairly. God has seen my hardship, and, in the dream, he rebuked you." Laban replied, "All you see is mine, but what can I do? Let's make an agreement between ourselves." The 2 men gathered stones and piled them into a heap. Then they ate together. Laban promised not to go past the heap of stones to hurt Jacob, and Jacob promised not to go past the heap to hurt Laban. They took an oath in the name of God and offered a sacrifice. The next morning, Laban kissed his daughters and grandchildren goodbye and then returned home.